Good evening, everybody. PA Figs here. It is day 56 of lockdown, and we've got some bad news. I mean, some really, really bad news. You'll notice behind me here, you see that I've got a cucumber, a fig tree, a rose bush, a couple of things in here. And let's go outside, and I'll tell you guys exactly why. Okay, so it is a miserable, miserable day. It is colder out, it is raining, and it has been raining all day. So you'll notice also behind me, let's see if I can show it, we have plants being covered. So it is projected to get down to 31 tonight. A freeze. It is mid-May, almost mid-May, and it is supposed to freeze tonight. Our last frost date here is April 24th. That's frost. Our last freeze date is like, I don't know, April 1st or something. So this is over a month. It's just insane. It will be a record freeze. At least as long as I can remember, never had anything like this. I've got a garbage can. This is a fig tree I planted with petunias around it. I could have removed it, but it would have been a real pain. I can't move the pot. The pot's got gravel in the bottom. It weighs a ton. The flowers we planted, the petunias, have all been covered. And then over here, a little bit of squash we planted, we covered. And you'll notice the orchard is looking empty, as is the patio. Where'd all the fig trees go? So the ones that are still out are the ones that got hit by the first frost we had, and they were just starting to come back a little bit. The rest of the figs, some got put into the greenhouse, and you'll notice this is why I am not doing the video from the greenhouse today, because I can't even get in here. I've got just enough to be able to open and close the door, and the rest of it is our fig trees, flowers, all sorts of stuff that just can't freeze. So those guys will be okay in the greenhouse. I'm a little worried about everything else, to be honest with you. You know, we've got bee balm that's pretty far along. The grapevines are way behind this year. They're just starting to leaf out. Normally they're fully leafed by now. And then over here, again, I've got some figs that got hit by the frost earlier. And then I have my Soda Sicilian that did not get hit by the frost. That is going to be my test subject. So that is the only fig that has leafed out that I'm leaving. And you can see this is a good example of, here is what the frost, and actually this was the freeze that did this. The frost would have turned the leaves, but you can see the tips even got killed. And that's what will happen with a freeze. A frost won't normally kill the tips, and you can't see it here, but this whole section was green growth. And you can see it's pretty much gone. There's a little bit of green left. But here's what I'm a little bit worried about. The new buds. I think the new buds will be okay. I guess we'll see. Because I didn't have time, or the back, or the quite frankly, give a you-know-what to move everything back in. So I moved as much as I could. And it's been raining all stinking day. So the pots were heavy. I got soaked, cold. Just one of those things. But yeah, I am a little nervous, especially you can see, tips like this that were just starting to recover finally from the freeze. We'll see if they make it or not. This rose, climbing rose, I'm not sure what's going to happen to a lot of this stuff. I did have some plums that had formed. Oh, it's like I'm trying not to get soaking wet down here. But the plums, I had plums that formed. We'll see if they make it. All of my apricots froze in the first freeze, so they're done for. So we'll see. I had the driveway set up with some figs on it, some of the special figs, to keep a little bit more of an eye on this year. And I also don't have SWD as bad in the front. I think they get more air. And here's the sad thing. Let me show you this. I gotta be honest, I was so over having to do the fig shuffle. And for this time of year, it's just crazy. For here in Pennsylvania, in southern Pennsylvania, It's just insane to have to bring those trees back in. So it is what it is. 2020 keeps just kicking us in the nuts. I don't know what else to tell you. Here in Pennsylvania, southeast Pennsylvania, we're getting hammered with lockdowns. No end in sight. At least they finally, the governor finally is allowing what he's calling non-essential surgeries. Now, I can tell you that I have a family member that has cancer, is fighting cancer, and his cancer surgery to have his prostate removed is considered non-essential. I don't even know what to say with my frustration on that, but it's the type of thing we're dealing with here in Pennsylvania. I know a lot of my friends in New York, Michigan, and other areas. The politicians have got to start using some common sense here. I know this is scary. I know that there's deaths, but we can't be holding off on cancer surgeries, dental, vision. I mean, all those things that you get every 6 months. There's got to be a middle ground here that we get to, because it doesn't look like this thing's going away anytime soon. So enough. I won't get into politics of that, Trump 2020. But I hope everybody is staying safe, and whatever your views are, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I hope you do what you think is the right thing, and show a little compassion and leeway to friends of yours, family, neighbors that may not be doing the same thing or may not have the same opinions as you do, because we all are entitled to our own thoughts. I know, we don't want to put others at risk, but we all have our own thoughts on exactly how that is or isn't going to be done. So show a little bit of support to those of you that may disagree with me, that may disagree with others, and we'll get through this together, and we'll get through this freeze together. I'm not sure exactly what damages we'll have, but we'll see. So I'm PA Figs, hoping to be in a better mood in the next day or two after the freeze and potential frost on Sunday goes. So I'll try to do a video and give you guys an update. Depends on how bad it is. If it's pretty bad, I may be in a really bad mood. May wait a few days. So we'll see. Take care, everybody. I'm PA Figs. Have a great night.